Well, hi there. Happy rainy Saturday. It's gloomy, chilly, and raining here. So I thought, what a perfect day to make a nice stew. And my husband loves our, it's like a seafood chowder, kind of gumbo-like. It's got whatever vegetables you have in the house. I like to add a few extras, and then whatever seafood you want to add. We always put shrimp, crab meat, and fish. Today I'm adding calamari and some clams. So let's get started and make this wonderful soup. I like to put a little bit of oil, a little bit of avocado oil in the pan. This will help just a little bit, not a lot, just to keep the vegetables, let them help sweat. Turn the burner on a little bit over here. And then I'll finish cutting up our celery. I have 3 stalks, well, 3 and 1 little skinny one of celery. And I did not cut up carrots. I'm going to be using canned vegetables today. I'm cheating. I usually either use fresh or frozen, or, I just happen to have a bunch of canned vegetables on hand, so might as well use them. Sorry if this is loud, but there's just nothing like this soup. It's just so good. It's got a little bit of rice in it because of the gumbo. I guess you could call it like a seafood gumbo stew type thing. It's not your traditional gumbo. I usually use Zatarain's as a base for the gumbo flavor and the seasoning, but it's hard to find. I have to actually order it off of Amazon, and I usually order like 6 packs at a time. Well, I've used them all. So in my pan, I now have celery. I am going to add very finely chopped up cup of onion. Actually, it was a whole onion, whole small white onion. And I am going to add some yellow and green zucchini. I had some in the fridge. I figured might as well use it and not throw it away. And then here I have very finely chopped up a red bell pepper with just like a couple strips of green pepper. And that goes in here as well. Those are the vegetables. And turn up the heat high a little bit, get this moving. And these will sweat. You don't have to do it for long because remember, this is a stew that's going to cook for quite some time. So, and that's the best part. I chose a giant pot because, you add so many things to it, and then the next thing you know, it's overflowing over the top. So while this is heating up and the vegetables are kind of getting where they need to be, I'm gonna come over here, and I've already cut up all my vegetables. I don't have to cut anything else up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this same cutting board for the proteins, because now I don't have to worry about contamination. So I have some codfish here, and I'm gonna just cut that up in some chunks. When I go to Trader Joe's, they actually sell a seafood medley that I use. And I haven't been to Trader Joe's in a while, so I'm making my own seafood medley, I guess you could say. And in the Trader Joe's seafood medley, it's all frozen, and it has little teeny tiny shrimp and the calamari and chopped, I think it was haddock, maybe. I'm not sure. And it's chopped up into little squares just like I'm doing. And it's, you get it in your soup. It's just, it takes over all the flavors of the spices, and it's just delicious. And here we have the calamari. I'm going to cut them nice and thin. I like them. Personally, my favorite way to eat them is grilled. And also there's some little tails here from the calamari. I'm going to throw them in as well. a little bit. There's one. The head came off. We'll pop him over there. And the flavors. Oh, if you could smell this. It smells so good already with all the vegetables. Keep them stirring a little bit. Let them get going. And of course, you know, oh, did I mention crab meat? Oh, I have crab meat glad too. Of course, you know, we have to have our Old Bay. I always have to have my Old Bay. I like Old Bay on everything. Eggs, deviled eggs, chicken salad. Oh, crab salad. Have you ever made crab salad? Oh my gosh, if you ever get a chance. I used to work at a place called Captain Hook's when I was much younger and I was trying to save money for something. So I took a part-time job, which I absolutely adored because I love to cook. And he taught me this recipe, and it was a container of special crab meat and a little bit of mayonnaise, well, he used a sweetener like Sweet and Low or something, but you could also use sugar, you don't have to. But he added like a teaspoon of sugar to it, because that just brings out the sweetness of the crab meat. And very, very finely minced celery and Old Bay, and that was it. Nothing to it. And you make it ahead of time, let it sit so the flavors can marinate into the mayonnaise and everything, and oh, that was a good sandwich, I'll tell you. So we're almost done with the calamari. Get that done. There we go. And then we got these little, oh, nope, there's a couple more hiding over here. Bring them over. There we go. And what else? Now I'm going to add, since the vegetables are in there, I'm going to add a couple handfuls of shredded cabbage. Not a lot. I just think that cabbage and soup, especially a vegetable-based soup, just rocks it. I love it. And I've only added, which was probably maybe 2 cups, just 2 handfuls. A lot of times I just measure by eye. It's just from experience, I guess. But anyway, so we've got 2 more little calamaris over here hiding. We'll get these little fellas chopped up. There we go. Have you been to any movies lately? My husband and I had a date yesterday, and he took me to see Ghostbusters, the newest movie. I'm a Ghostbuster freak. I have seen every movie. I took my son when he was 5 years old at the first movie. It was 40 years ago, and he loves Ghostbusters. He has a collection, quite a collection of their memorabilia. All right, so now I'm going to put the seafood in that needs to cook first, because the other seafood, like the crab, clams, they're cooked. They don't need to be. I'll put those in last. Just going to get it in there. There we go. It's going to go in. Okay. And now we're going to get rid of this nasty cutting board. So bear with me a sec.